once again. Before we continue, I would like you to take 1, 2 or 3 seconds. You press that button, subscribe, so that when I produce another video, you will be the first one to see, and I will appreciate it if you do so. Let us check about this Azimio la Umoja and ODM party. Is there any possibility for ODM party to fade as Azimio la Umoja take over? Yes, there is possibility of it fading simply because of that people are being used to Azimio la Umoja. So what Raila should do is to ensure that as he is selling Azimio la Umoja, he should also consider to say it about the ODM, because failure to do so will make very many people to forget. Even though we are saying that Azimio la Umoja nowadays has a lot of followers, but what about at that day of a general election, whereby you will go in and vote and you are used to ODM? What about if the logo of the ODM did not appear in the ballot paper? What would happen to the voters? Very many people will vote for another person, especially the UDA, because UDA nowadays is in the ground. It is at the villages. Everybody knows. So what about Azimio la Umoja and ODM party leader? And ODM party? Raila Amolo Odinga should sell the party as well as Azimio la Umoja. If Azimio la Umoja is used to unite this country, then it should be going in arm with ODM, because failure to do so will make people to forget about ODM and focus on Azimio la Umoja. And Azimio la Umoja is not a party that will be used by Raila Amolo Odinga to general election. It is used nowadays to woo members to support Raila's presidential bid for the 2020 general election, of which, if in my view, if he continue doing so, then I will say that he will lose most of his supporters during the voting day, not even now. Because I can attend a rally, yes, that is Azimio la Umoja. But what about during that day of voting? Let us consider the hold in our society. If someone has been a supporter of ODM party leader Raila Odinga, and today he went to a polling station and said that I would like to vote, and then he asked, is there ODM party led by Raila Amolo Odinga? And he will be told the party that is there is Azimio la Umoja. Then that only grandma or grandfather would say, no, that is not a party. Can you now show me that UDA? And then you will see. So you will lose very many votes. So I would like to say so. If ODM and party leader Raila Odinga is serious with Azimio la Umoja, then let him incorporate with Azimio la Umoja. Then that will be an advantage, because people will be aware of Azimio la Umoja as well as ODM. Thank you very much. Subscribe, like, watch.